legends of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Flint, Michigan, she is a 3-division, undisputed champion of the world, Claressa Shields. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now, from Bray, Ireland, here is a 2-division, undisputed champion of the world, introducing Katie Taylor.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. So here we go. Should be a good one. Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Catch and shoot. She got out of the way of that right hook. Good counter punching. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Nice counter. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
She scores with that counter. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. This fight has a real good flow to it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers are watching your every move, that every twitch.
Carries that jab away. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Carrying away the right hook. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nope, that hook won't score. Nice counter shot by her. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. shields in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Defense on the end of what you do. Good work.
Get back out there and win the round.
There's the bell to start round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And down goes Katie Taylor. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for someone else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
Halfway through the round, and I think she knows she's losing this round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
That uppercut does not score. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
Don't give her no free shots. Keep smart.
Come on, you're better than that. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round.
There's the bell for round 4. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The pound-for-pound queen, Katie Taylor, goes down. That punch dropped her hard. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
She wasn't ready for that counter. They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. For each other's punching power. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got... Hold her right there! The greatest female, perhaps, of all time is in trouble of going down. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths, big, deep...
Smash.
There's the bell to start round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Misses with that uppercut. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Which fighter will say no mas? It's all offense all the time. There's a counter shot. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through will...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Shields in that last round.
I love that. That jump.
There's the bell to start round 6. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
She wasn't ready for that counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. These two fighters are made for one another. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. That punch got her. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The greatest female, Katie Taylor, took a big shot and has to go down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been her best round for sure. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, Johnny, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. She has got to bounce back in this round after that knockdown. No doubt about it.
What a heavy knockdown. How?
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Oh, no, Katie Taylor hurts. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Marissa Shields is in trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That right hook not connecting. Are we about to see Katie Taylor knock? Do you believe this? Taylor is down. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.